Christian and tries to touch his chest, but Christian stops her before she makes contact, and they have a really brief conversation about boundaries. So I'm like, the push and pull, okay, like that's cute or whatever. And the two have sex for the first time since rekindling their relationship. Alright, this is a little cute, kind of. I get it. Now, the thing that's interesting about this scene is that she's clearly trying to be a bit more of the leader. She's trying to be a bit more of the person who starts the naughtiness. In my opinion, it seems like she wants to be in control. She wants to be the person who, is leading instead of just sort of agreeing with what he wants. So apparently, Christian Grey gave her a $24,000 check, and the next morning when they wake up after having sex and having a great moment with each other, she basically tells him that she does not want this check, so she rips it up. Then he gets on his phone and calls someone and transfers $24,000 into Anna's account. Now, for me, this is a great example of Christian Grey not respecting consent. As you will remember from the last movie, he sold her car without asking her about it, which to me seems really shitty and presumptuous and controlling. But some women fantasize about men controlling their every move, and who am I to tell them what to believe? But I just want to make it clear that while men giving you gifts is nice, men giving you financially is not necessarily always a bad thing. When you tell somebody no and they do it anyway, at least to me, that is a sign that they are probably not going to respect your consent fully. They go to brunch, I assume, and Christian Grey tells her that he's going to be going to a ball with his family and he would like her to be his date. Of course, she says that she doesn't have anything to wear, and I'm assuming we're going to be coming up on a shopping montage, much like 365. But the conversation's kind of cut short because Anna notices this girl sitting outside. She notices that the girl that she saw right outside of the bar is still following her, clearly trying to get her attention. She tells Christian Grey about it, and Christian Grey's like, we should go. We should get the hell out of here. As they leave the restaurant, Anna asks Christian if he knows who that woman is, and he says, don't worry, he's Anna. After brunch, Christian Grey takes Anna to the salon, but she's not exactly happy to find out who exactly owns the salon. Is that the woman? Is that the woman who... I think that that's the woman. The woman who fucking abused him. Yeah. Yeah, you better be upset, girl. Me too. I'm walking. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking walk. Yeah, you better walk, Anna. As they're leaving the salon, Anna puts the pieces together. The girl who's following her is clearly one of Christian's previous submissives. Back at Christian Grey's home, he explains their history together. Apparently, like Anna, she wanted more of a relationship with Christian Grey, but he was unwilling to give it to her. Apparently, she's been trying to get Christian Grey's attention since he started pursuing Anna. And one of the ways that she tried to get his attention was by attempting suicide in front of his housekeeper. In this scene, we also find out why Christian Grey always seems to know where Anna is. Ever since they've known each other, he's had people following her, and he's kept extensive records about where she is and what she's doing. Yeah, you tell him. What do you want out of him, girl? This shit drives me crazy. Like, why? I get it. He's a rich white man, who's in certain universes attractive, right? What do you get out of this girl? Believe it or not, there are handsome white men with money who aren't involved. Why Christian Grey? I don't know. Anna expresses frustration at all the things that he's done up to this point, including trying to clearly drive her affections and sabotage her path to her dream job. Christian then suggests that they should go to his room, and she says, sex is not gonna fix this. All this time, Anna's been frustrated with the fact that she can't touch him. and he's never really drawn clear boundaries. And so he takes this moment to take off his shirt and show her exactly where the boundaries are. It's clearly a source of trauma for him. I'm very confused what's going on right now. Okay, I mean, it's like being vulnerable, I guess. Okay, that's kind of cute. Okay, so my necklace is so small. I like this color. I don't know if I like this color on me. We'll see how I feel with this cover. What is this? This is called Solar Unicorn Skin. I've just been really loving this particular nail varnish. I think that's what they call it. Okay, so Christian Grey hires this hairdresser, and he comes and does her hair, and then before they're off to the ball, Christian Grey says that he has something that would make the evening exciting, and he basically gives her, I don't know what to call these. They're basically anal beads, but they're for the front and not the back. And she puts them in, and she's like curious and excited, and they're off to the ball. Or Mexico. I'll be honest with you guys, like, there are so many aspects of this now that I think are a little bit more adorable because at least Anna kind of knows what the deal is now, and I think they've gotten, through sort of a bit of a hurdle where she was kind of coming to understand his kinky stuff, and they're still learning, and he's opening up, which I love that for him because, I think he's going to be able to have healthier relationships that way. But yeah, we still don't really know what's going on with that girl, and I think that's kind of looming over me right now. It's like, why does this woman seem so afraid to hurt herself? What did he do, or is she just the kind of person who was predisposed to that? I don't know. We're still figuring that out. Anyway, they're on to the ball now. So they go to the ball, and they walk in together, and they are the hot couple at the event. And Christian's mother is really, really happy to be back together. And they run into Mia, who is obviously Mia, she's a weirdo. So I guess part of this ball is that there is a auction going on for charity, and Christian Grey put up for auction this vacation in Aspen. Yeah, apparently he has a house up there because he's got houses everywhere. And Anna has a great idea. She decides that she's going to bid the $24,000 that Christian Grey gave her on this trip so that the money can go to somebody who goes with it. And this actually kind of turns Christian Grey on. I guess that this is a continuation of the push and pull. So they go back and they manage to do a little bit of a BDSM scene. I guess that now she is more into it, I guess, which I think is kind of realistic, Sometimes you don't really want to do stuff like that until it feels like it's your idea. And I think that that's kind of at least what I'm getting the point of this is that she's trying to do this on her terms, which I think is really healthy, honestly. The video seems to happen in Christian's shelf and room, and tucked into a poster is a photo of a young woman who has a similar hairstyle to Anna. Anna asks who the woman is, and she manages to figure out that it's actually Christian Grey's mother. But it's obvious that Christian really doesn't want to talk about it. So they need to go back to the party, but Anna still needs some time to get ready, so Christian leaves before her. And Anna walks out, and as she's walking out, there's a man sort of standing on the stairs, and he's looking at some family photos. And when she passes him, the camera makes a point of capturing that guy taking a picture of the family pictures. I don't know why, but that's, I guess, who it is. Anna returns to the party and dances with Christian Grey. She excuses herself to the restroom, and that's when Elena, Christian's girlfriend, corners Anna and tells her about what Christian Grey needs. She says that Christian needs a submissive in life, and that doesn't really seem like what Anna wants to be. Anna argues that he's changing and that he doesn't need that anymore. And Elena says that she's not the last woman who he thought could save him. So Anna is really shaken up after that interaction with Elena, and they drive back to Christian Grey's home. When they get to the garage, they notice that something's wrong. There's a bunch of people surrounding Anna's car. It turns out that Anna's car was vandalized. Wow. Wait, how does he have people following her at all moments that isn't watching her car in the garage. Why are there people watching the car in the garage? That doesn't make sense. On the weekend, Anna and Christian go on a boat ride and they talk more about Christian Gray's parents. He expresses that he's very thankful to his adopted mother, Grace, for taking him in, and that he tries really hard not to remember his work there. Anna returns to work, and her boss reminds her about the upcoming book expo. And he reminds her that she has to book her hotel room. I think that was just I'm sure it is. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Oh, it's just something. He's bitter. He's bitter. After her conversation with the boss, Anna texts Christian Grey and asks if she can go to the book fair on the weekend. What? And so, I'm sorry, I'm watching this. So she texts Christian saying that she's going to be going to work on the weekend. And Christian just says no. I hate this guy. Like, again, obviously our boss is kind of being weird or whatever, but this is her job, you know? Like, I get where he's kind of coming from, but he basically wants to pay for her everything and, make it so that she can live on top of him. But, like, I don't know, for me, that shit's really scary because, let me just level with you guys. Like, but, I'm a solo polyamorous, girl, so maybe this is me legally, but I think that women should be, focusing on having something for themselves, something. Because I've known so many women who have gotten into these relationships where they are completely dependent on their boyfriend, their husband, their whatever, and then when he's gone, they don't have anything. So for me, on watching Christian Grey try to sabotage her job over and over again, even if her boss is creepy, it's kind of hard for me to watch because I know, just looking at this, that, he's going to put her in a position where she is totally alienated out of having a job, and that's not good for her. And I think that somebody who really cares about you is going to allow you to have that space to get your shit done, to get your work done, to have a career for yourself. Anna comes to Christian Gray's home, and before they get a chance to talk about New York, she starts walking around his house and eventually sees that the playroom is open. She starts poking around, and eventually Christian Grey comes up behind her, and with a lot of hesitation, they do their first BDSM scene in the playroom since reconnecting. Christian Grey is obviously very hesitant to do this again because last time it happened, she freaked out and left. But, to be honest with you guys, I don't know how unrealistic it is for your first time doing BDSM to be kind of scary and upsetting. Anna and Christian Grey have sex and then have a brief conversation about New York. They agree that she's not going to go to New York for the book fair. The next day, she goes into work and talks to her boss about how she's not going to be able to make it to New York. And her boss corners her into his office and basically tells her that if she's going to book her way to the top, she needs to stick with him and not Christian Grey. Wow! I put in an apology of this movie is not has to be a bad person, but I want to say Christian Grey sabotaging her work, that's bad. That's bad. This dude being an asshole, that's bad. These things are both bad, Of course, I think the movie's trying to say, oh, look, Christian Grey is right for being protected or, not wanting her to go alone with him to New York. I agree. Obviously, right? But that doesn't negate the fact that Christian Grey was attempting to sabotage her professional career, and I don't think that was bad. Anna manages to get out of the office by kicking him and running downstairs, where Christian Grey is very conveniently waiting for her. Christian almost goes up and fights with the boss himself, but instead he steps one of his security guards because Anna needs to get comforted. Back at Christian Grey's home, we see that he's polycycling his contacts to make sure that her boss no longer has access to many of the things that he currently does. Christian Grey tells Anna that she won't have to worry about it. She says she'll think about it. The next day she goes into work and she's essentially asked to replace her boss temporarily. After her day at work, she goes to dinner with Christian Grey, and of course she's very suspicious of the fact that she's now working the job her previous boss worked, Christian ensures that he had nothing to do with it. He asks her again whether or not she wants to move in, and she essentially says yes. In fact, she says that they should take the celebration back home. Christian asks Anna to take off her panties at the dinner table, and she does. They go to an elevator, and in a crowded elevator, Christian starts fingering her. Oh my god! They're in a small ass little space, and he's bringing her to orgasm. I have to say that is very, very, very appropriate. Very appropriate. So they get to his apartment, and Christian Grey has a film hall or something, and Anna walks off to his pool room. I don't know what room this is, so that she can make him like the way that he's made perfect. Eventually, Christian Grey comes into the pool room. They play in the pool, and they're very, very playfully doing the push and pull thing they do throughout this entire film.